Let me introduce the players before we get into that. We have at the top right position from Team Evil Geniuses, EG.Axslav. He's going to be the blue Protoss player on Xel'Naga Caverns. And down here at the bottom right, a beast, ThorZaIN from Mouse Sports, red Terran player in the bottom left position. Let me hype up ThorZaIN for a minute. I actually met him at MLG Columbus, and oh man, he's just a small guy, very young, very skinny, very nerdy. That's fine. He is just vicious in Starcraft 2, though. I don't need to really say anything other than he won TSL 3, one of the most prestigious tournaments, maybe like the second most prestigious tournament in terms of total skill, sort of the total skill pool in the tournament. And I mean, ThorZaIN won it. All the Koreans, all the pro foreigners. ThorZaIN just did such good work there, and he's such a sick Terran player. Definitely the favorite versus EG.Axslav. We're gonna have to see what happens here on Xel'Naga Caverns. I'm excited for it, guys. Barracks going down, refinery on the way. I think that ThorZaIN just checked for proxies. Yeah, he definitely did, as a matter of fact. Always smart to do that. Even looking down here, making sure he's not getting cannon rushed. Checking behind the high grass, proxy gateway maybe, and that's good to do. You can't be playing in the dark. I can't imagine, and especially because this is a tournament match. This is actually a game from MLG. I'm like 99% sure. And yeah, you do not want to be eliminated from a tournament from like some stupid proxy gateway or cannon rush or something like that. Can't begin to imagine the frustration there. As the Cybernetics Core now on the way, this is a very, very, very standard opener from EG.Axslav. I like this pylon here, keeping an eye on the front door. It's good to have a pylon here because if EG.Axslav put his second pylon like behind his mineral line or something, he wouldn't have anything to spot over here. And then you get, you know, an SCV that pretends to leave the base and, you know, comes back in for some kind of proxy. I guess you wouldn't actually see that against a Terran player as much, but like a Protoss player could have used that a lot if you don't have good vision of your base. Protoss probe, sneak back in, put a pylon down, something like that. In control, TLO, for those of you who've seen that game, can be pretty deadly. Workgate research on the way. What are we going to be chrono boosting? I think EG.Axslav has already used 2 chrono boosts on his workers, and he may want to use more on his warp gates. Uh-oh, Nexus on the way. Very fast natural expansion here. ThorZaIN is going to see that, and I bet you ThorZaIN isn't just gonna, you know, sit on his hands idly by and let that happen. Oh my god, he didn't scout it. Do you believe that? ThorZaIN just left EG.Axslav's base with this SCV, like, well after this Nexus had started, but ThorZaIN, with his diligent, you know, checking for proxies, queuing up all these move commands, scouting all over the map, doesn't actually scout the natural and doesn't see the Nexus. And especially at this level of play, that is so important. God, ThorZaIN is going to lose the game, guys. No, I'm not serious about that. You know what it could be? Maybe he saw like a probe or something leaving that area, but no, that doesn't even really, I don't even think that would work, or that would really make any sense. Like, he's no way of conclusively knowing about the Nexus without seeing it. And now, ThorZaIN, though, moving in. He's got 5 Marines, a Marauder, 3 SCVs just to tank damage. And what is EG.Axslav going to have to defend here? Just a couple of Stalkers. Uh-oh, this is bad news. EG.Axslav is lucky his Nexus is 1,000 hit points now after it was patched. But is it even going to be enough? 1 probe goes down, 2 probes go down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11 or 12 probes have died already. Like, that's enough to justify this attack. ThorZaIN can turn around and go home and be ahead right now if he wants, but he's going to continue. He's going to push. He's going to press his advantage. He's not playing passive. ThorZaIN, oh man, EG.Axslav having the army of ThorZaIN knocking on his front door.